Well, a historic day at the state capitol. The nation's first in ever reparations task force submitted its final report on recommendations. CBS 13's Shantae Passmore getting answers on what exactly happens next. Shantae, given the SCOTUS decision on affirmative action, does this affect this ruling, or this report, I should say, at all?
Dom, right out of the gate, that was something that was the elephant in the room that the task force had to acknowledge. But we have to remember that the Supreme Court's decision looked at race-based college admissions, and the task force says this report is not based on race, but based on harms. And right now, at this hour, we have supporters out here saying that they are expecting some sort of action. And if nothing is done about reparations, they plan to withhold their vote. What we're talking about is a 1,200-page report looking at several harms, recommendations. Now, the harms look at everything from mass incarceration to housing. And today marks the end of what's been a 2-year-long process. Critics always ask, why is California even considering reparations? We've always been a free state, yet the task force has repeatedly said the state enacted discriminatory policies that affected Black people. And it's not only about compensation. Supporters are calling for an official apology, recognizing years of mistreatment. So who qualifies? Well, it's anyone who was a direct descendant of either an enslaved or free Black person before the end of the 19th century. And this unprecedented moment follows, of course, SCOTUS's decision to strike down affirmative.
The irony of today, that as we release a report to address harms across generations, multifaceted harms, that at the same time the Supreme Court has decided that affirmative action is not appropriate for this country.
Now, some may notice a familiar face was not present during this historic day, and that is the governor. He supported, of course, the creation of this panel. However, he did not attend this last meeting, which did draw some criticism. And it is important to point out that this report now goes to lawmakers. It does not go to the governor. Legislative powers, and supporters say this moment now.
All right, having a few problems there, but Shantae, we appreciate that report. Much more to come on that.